Wonderful. Okay, so have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let's go piano top down. You're going to see my cool shoes, my party shoes. Hey, paper print. We're going to have a little look at the first bit. We're going to, as well as learning that, we're going to look at the chords, because that's what we do. We're creative pianists. We're deciphering how the notes that we need to play fit into the harmony so that it all makes sense, and that means we can do extra stuff with it if we want to. So the first thing is this song is in C, which is why I didn't sing it, because it goes up to a high F, which I can't sing. No. She has an alto range. So we're starting with a C major chord. That's the first thing, and we have lots of different notes. You can see the level of busy, but in fact it starts pretty slow and we're just playing on the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Our right hand is doing the tune. I started up here, but I'm going to play it down here just so it's easier for the camera. Our right hand is playing the tune, so on a C major chord we're going. Now, this is simply a C major chord, but we're going up one note at a time. We're sort of building the chord one at a time, so we're going C by itself, C and E, C and G, C, E and G, and then moving to an inversion, okay? So that's the first bar in the right hand. At the same time, our left hand is going from a C and the pinky is descending. Okay, so two things that are very much based in the C chord, but our left hand is doing a little walking bass down to G. Okay. Then we go to a D minor 7 chord. So let's look at what's in the D minor 7 chord first. Our left hand is playing a D, and our right hand is playing the A and the C. So that's our root, our 5th, and our 7th. And our pinky is going to play the tune. So in fact, if we want to make this a bit more comfortable, which we always do, I would put a D and A in the left hand and a C and G in the right hand. So what we're actually playing here is the chord on the first note, and then we're going 1 and 2 and. So a little scale down from G. Then we're going to a G7. So we've got our pinky on the G. Our thumb is on the 7 of the G7 chord, so that's an F. And our right hand is playing the tune, but sort of in harmony, A and C, and then going up to B and D. So let's try those first two bars again. So we start with C, descending bass line, building our chord up. Then our D minor 7, 2 intervals of a 5th, so a 5th here and a 5th here. down to our G7 thirds. Then we repeat the first bit. Okay, the same as the first chord, and then we're going to it's a C, an F over G. I think that's confusing. Let's just think of it as a G sus. So remember, a sus is where we're suspending the third. So this would be a normal G chord, G, B, D, but we're going to suspend that third by playing the D. It gives us a sort of a, we're not quite there yet, now we're there. We're not quite there yet, now we're there. Okay, so we're doing that, but like this. So not quite there yet with a sus4, down to the A, and then a normal G chord. Try that again. So we've got 4 bars. C, building the chord with the walking bass. Then we've got a D, 2 intervals of a fifth, D and A, C and G. Then we've got a G7 with thirds in the right hand. First bar again. Then we've got our not quite there yet G7 chord, G sus, and then normal G7. Okay, so now we're doing the same thing as the first bar, but instead of going in the right hand, we're actually starting from the E. It's the same chord, but we're going. So starting from E, building up the C major chord to G, to C, and then an inversion. Same thing in the left hand, descending. Oops. Okay, now we've got the same chord as before, the D minor 7, but instead of going, we're going same in the left hand, but the right hand is going. So it's a D minor 7, first inversion for those of you who know what inversions are. And then we've got a G again, so the same chord as before, but with an E instead. And then our D and F. Okay, so let's just do that last bit. D minor, G7, but we've sort of got an E minor in the right hand, and then we're coming down in thirds. And the next chord is going to be our last one because I don't want to go too far. Is going to be an E7. Okay. So let's go over everything that we've just done. So remember, starting with the C chord, building it up, descending bass line in the left hand. D minor with the 2/5. Not quite there yet on the G7. Then a G7. Same thing again. And then we've got G7. Then building up from E, not C, from E this time. To D minor 7, run down. And we've got a G7 with the thirds. So E and G, then D and F, and then we're finishing on an E7. Now, if you want to keep going so that you do that bit again, because it goes straight into it sort of repeats itself. We've got 4 chords here, E7, A7, D7, G7. And for those of you who are aware of the harmony technique called the circle of fifths, that's what we're doing. We're going from E7, down a fifth to A7, down a fifth to D7, down a fifth to G7. Okay, and that brings us down a fifth to C. Again, we can start again. circle of fifths from E to A to D to G, and then you can just keep going.